So out doing my normal thing, taking my walk with my Scarf Touch waist shaper on. But anyway, y'all know when y'all see these videos, y'all know that we about to have a deep conversation. So let's get into it. So for those who don't know, I'm 46 years old and I am a vegan. I've been vegan close to 9 years now. I grew up vegan, holistic. That was my life. And so 9 years ago, I decided to really get serious about being a vegan. I was a vegetarian for a while, but I decided to really get serious and also really just kind of just hone into my holistic lifestyle, right? So let's get into it because I feel like people don't understand that when I started this journey in my 30s, I wasn't doing it for my 30s. I was prepping for a 50-year-old me, 60-year-old me, 7-year-old me. Like the fact that I'm walking today, that's prepping for the 60, 70-year-old me. You know, the fact that I'm holistic and I drink my soursop tea, that's for the 60-year-old me. But I'm implementing these practices now. But let's have a conversation because I feel like we need to have a conversation and somebody needs to hear this. So come on in. So I'm gonna tell you right now, sir or ma'am, whoever needs to hear this, having unhealthy practices and you over 40 is no bueno, which means it's no good, right? At a certain age, you need to realize that you can't continue to eat, you can't continue to smoke, you can't continue to drink like you did when you was in your 20s and 30s. It takes a toll on your body. And if you over 45 like me, you need to start thinking about 50, 60, 70. How are you going to be? Are you going to be unhealthy, on meds and all this kind of stuff for the rest of your life? Or are you going to take some changes in your life to make sure that you are the healthiest version of yourself? Of course, we all going to die one day, right? But that don't mean your last years need to be in suffering because you abused your body for 40, 50 years. Like, I know Labor Day was yesterday, but how many of y'all ate pork ribs? How many of y'all had all the starches, all the sides, not damn vegetable, drank a bunch of liquor, drank a bunch of pop, and didn't drink water? Didn't go to sleep at a proper time. So now you didn't have good sleep. Now you getting up going to work. Now you unhappy, you stressed out because yesterday you was eating good, you was drinking, you was smoking, and now today you got to go back to work. You stressed out because you feel like you didn't get enough rest. At our age, we got to take shit seriously, okay? Flat out. All that eating unhealthy foods, I ain't saying you got to go vegan. But what I am saying is it's time for you to make healthy choices with the foods you eat. You need to give up unhealthy habits. And most importantly, what people don't realize too, like mental health is a part of your health. So if you are stressed out all the time, you in toxic relationships, you got toxic friendships, you with toxic family, that takes a toll on you as well. And when you 50 and 60, that can lead to heart conditions, like heart problems, heart attack, all kinds of shit. Do you know that your blood pressure can be raised, which y'all should know, by toxic interactions with people? We're not even going to get on chakras today and being in alignment. We're going to talk about that for another day. But we're just going to talk about the basics. I have realized that my generation, and the generation before us, was some of the unhealthiest people on the planet Earth right now, especially in America, because it's easier to go to KFC for dinner than it is to go home and bake you some chicken, seemingly, which I don't understand how. Listen, and you don't got to do everything in one day. Take small pieces. Start eating more fruits, eating more vegetables, drinking more water. I'm walking up a hill, so I'm kind of short-winded, but drinking more water, working out. Something as simple as getting up and walking. Now, I know some of y'all got jobs like, I don't got time to walk. I got a job. Well, you know what? You better make some motherfucking time. You better figure out when you can get up, whether you got to get up an hour or 2 hours early for work, or whether when you come home from work, you make sure that you take some time to walk around your neighborhood at least. Stop being unhealthy because your mama and your daddy was unhealthy or is unhealthy. Stop having toxic relationships because you don't have discernment and you don't have enough confidence or self-love or discipline to cut their ass off. No. Gain what you need to gain mentally, and then cut them off. Because them stressful relationships is going to cause you health issues in your later years. And ladies, stop feeding your man unhealthy foods and calling it love. That ain't love. That's toxicness. It was toxic love. Stop feeding your man unhealthy foods. And then you want him to perform and take care of you and do all this mess. And now he's tired. Now he got high blood pressure because you've been feeding him oxtails and ham hocks and white rice and all this BS for years. And for those of you who say, well, I can't do it. I can't give up meat. I'm used to eating this. So you basically saying, I'm okay with eventually being unhealthy and suffering my last years because I can't make no changes. Which is stupid, because I've heard people say, well, I can't be vegan. Okay, you don't got to be vegan. But can you make some changes to be a healthy version of yourself? Can you stop smoking cigarettes? Can you stop drinking liquor every chance you get? Can you meditate? Can you pray? Can you incorporate some mental exercises to make you be better? Can you do breath work? Can you do that? When it comes to health, people always telling me what they can't do. Don't tell me what you can't do. Tell me what you can do. I can walk for 30 minutes after work. I can stop drinking pop and drink juice. I can drink a gallon of water a day. I can have one vegan meal a day. I can eat more fruits and vegetables for breakfast. Like, I can have a smoothie. Show me what you can do. Don't tell me what you can't do. Because every time I had this conversation with people, they're like, well, I can't do this, I can't do that. But what can you do? Because tell me what you can't do so you can have high blood pressure, you can have diabetes, you can have a stroke, you can have a heart attack. Is that what you're saying to me? Because that's what you're basically saying. We too old to be unhealthy. We too old to be unhappy. We too old to be stagnant. We too old to be broken, breaking. We too old to be in unhealthy relationships and have unhealthy friendships and unhealthy, toxic communication with our family. We too old to be having a stagnated mindset. We too old to have a negative self-talk about ourselves to ourselves. We too old for it. And if you're a woman and you want to get your mind right, join my Vixen tribe. Shameless plug, because we don't be doing that over here. We be speaking life into ourselves. So click the link if you want to join my vegan Vixen tribe. But as I was saying before, we too old to be unhealthy. So get your life right, all right? I'm out of here. Peace.